Hey guys, JHoyt here. Before this video gets started, I'm going to keep this short and sweet. The vast majority of you guys are not subscribed, so make sure to go down below, hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications so you never miss an upload, and don't forget, you can always change your mind later. What's on, guys? JHoyt back with you today. Welcome back to episode number 25 of our franchise mode with the Detroit Red Wings. If you guys remember, in last episode we made a few trades, got all ready for the Stanley Cup playoffs, and of course we found out our first round opponent. The Ottawa Senators stand in our way. So if you guys didn't see last episode, or if you missed an episode, make sure to go back to the playlist, watch them all the way through so you get all caught up. But without further ado, let's show you guys our opponent in the Ottawa Senators. So as you guys remember, we have a couple of big name stars here. 4 players, 88 plus on the forward side. You know, a few 86s, an 86, 84, 83, 85 there, an 82 on the fourth line, 82 up on the top line. So can't take these guys lightly, and of course we did make a trade with these guys. That's why you see a couple of familiar faces. But a pretty good top line, but after that they kind of drop off. But these guys are in the playoff for a reason. Caden Primo, somehow, 82 overall, gets him into the playoffs. So no injuries on their side, no injuries on our side, so we're battling straight up here. How are we going to do in the first round here? So game 1, boys, right? We've been through this before. We've made it to the playoffs. We've been eliminated in the first round. We've made it to the second round, I think only once, maybe twice. But let's see how we're going to fare here in, what year are we even in? 2027, 2028 season here. Let's keep it going, though. Power play for Ottawa. Oh, boy, we are 5 minutes in. We didn't even have a shot. All right, there we go, though. McIntyre on that third line. Got him from Ottawa, showing up versus his former team here, although we were getting outshot. McIntyre again. Let's keep it through. I was going to say McIntyre for a third. Bennett gets the third one on the board. 3-0 after 1 here. Shots don't matter when you put it in the back of the net. What are we saying here? 3-0. 3 goals past Caden Primo. Let's keep it going. 5 minutes left in the second. What's going to happen here? Okay, nothing else in the second. That's all right. What's going to happen in the third? Right, we got a huge lead right now, but we got to keep our foot on the pedal. Shearer gets one back on the power play. Not sure what goal we or what penalty we allowed, but Boquist gets another one. All right, boys, come on. Don't tease him now. Let's stay in this. 5 minutes left on the power play. Can we get one? Brown gets one, and they get one right afterwards. Was that 4 third period goals? 4 third period goals for Ottawa, and they come back in this one. We get 3 first period goals. They get 4 third period goals. I'd like to not have that one happen anymore. That's for sure. But all right. Rough start to this one. We do have an injury, though. That's going to be in the AHL. But let's get all ready for game number 2. We had tough luck in game number 1. What's going to happen in game number 2, right? They outshot us to start the game, but we got the first 3 goals, and it looks like it's happening again. 5 minutes in, we're getting outshot, but we get the first goal. But okay, similar story as last time, but let's keep this going, except for let's change the end result, right? We're up 2-0 here at the start of the first period here, going into the first intermission. All right, 2-0, right? They're out shooting. But let's keep telling this story, right? We're up 2-0. Let's get another one here, right? Get a goal here in the second, and we should be all right. Just don't allow 4 third period goals, and I think we'll be okay. Power play, long power play. Really, that was a 5-minute. We do get a goal, though. Larkin gets one pass, so we're up 3-0 once again. But let's not start this. Let's not start this. 3-1. Start the third period here. Let's not have a similar result here. All right, there we go. Mark Stone on that fourth line gets one, makes it 4-1. Semenov gets one back, though. Let's not have this happen again. Keep this lead all the way through. If not, let's get an insurance marker and seal this victory. Schultz does get one with 4 minutes left here. Hold on, boys. Let's hold on here. All right, we get the win. Whew, we can breathe now, boys. A big game 2 out of the boys as they held on for the victory. Both games 4-3 so far, and arguably we probably should have won that first game. But either way, luck didn't go on our side. Now we're heading, is this home or is this to? Oh, we're heading home now. Oh boy, boys, this has been the place that we've been the best, right? At home was this year's like big thing. Right? Let's keep it going. Right? We get an early shot, which is good, which is something that hasn't happened quite yet. Maybe we're losing the opening face-off. I'm not sure. But either way, we get on the board. Mark Stone, the second goal of the playoffs, second goal in the last 2 games. We had McIntyre to start off his night, or the playoffs, with 2 goals of his own. Now we get Mark Stone. Another one, man, from the back end here. A great sign looking forward. 2-0 to start the second period, though. 14 minutes left. Keep it going, right? Still close game. Power play for Ottawa. Nothing happening. Shots are close, which is good. Like a good competitive game. I wish there was some way to watch this, but in really fast speed, so I didn't actually have to go into the game. But there's not, so all we get to do is watch the little indicators at the bottom of the screen. 3-0. Arsene gets his first goal. Not sure if it's his first point, but let's keep it going, though. 3-0. 10 minutes left. Semenov gets one. 3-1. 7 minutes left. Power play for us. Let's keep it going. 2-goal lead here. 2 minutes left. Hold on. 30 seconds. And we win game 3. Another 40-shot performance from Ottawa. Reza holding the net strong. I guess you'd want to consider it that. All right. Arsene, actually our team leader in points right now, or at least tied with probably a couple of guys. But we're up 2-1, heading to game number 4. What's going to happen here? Right? This is a huge game because after this we go back on the road for a game and then we come back home. Let's keep it going, though. 5-4, we get one early. McIntyre, his third of the playoffs, power play goal, and we came out of the gate firing shots, right? I think it was 10 shots in the first 10 minutes. Larkin gets his second of the playoffs, I believe, unless I missed one. 2 minutes left, though, up 2-0. Let's keep this going. We are out shooting them by a lot. Sam Bennett from the fourth line gets one. And actually, our fourth line's coming through. I haven't seen much from Norris just yet, but at least Bennett and Stone are coming through when it matters. 3-1. Agostino gets one back for the Senators, but we are up 3-1. Back on the power play. I think that was 2 times in a row. 2 minutes left, though, in the second. Let's keep this. I didn't mean to click A, but it looks like Raymond gets a goal, and then they end up getting one back as well. So we end up winning game 4, 4-2. Let's keep it going, right? We're very close, right? Very close to our goal. Up 3-1 in the first round here. We're heading back on the road. We're on a 3-game winning spree. Let's bring it home. Let's bring this home here. Well, actually, we're going to bring it home while we're away. So let's bring home the victory and then move on to the second round. But before we start focusing on that, we got to come back from this 1-goal deficit here. So Boquist gets one on the board. That was really early. Barron gets one back, though. Quickly followed by Shiri. Then puts Ottawa back on the power play. That was, 50 seconds in the game. Wow. All right. 2-1, though. Ottawa back on the power play. Let's simulate the rest of this first. Oh, we get another one. Arsene. I think that's his 5th or maybe 6th point of the playoffs. Let's keep this going, though. 2-2 in the second here. Shots are even. It's a good one. But let's bring it home. Right? We're away, but let's bring it home. Right? Let's not make this go any more games. Let's just move on from this one, right? We've gotten to the playoffs with, still a few games to spare, but Zadina puts one on the board. Perfect. We got in this time, right? We're showing that we can compete, so this better be the start of us kind of dominating, right? We have a good enough team here. We got the team we want, where we have good enough pieces all throughout the lineup. We've made trades to help every single aspect of our roster. Is this the time that it comes home and we make it back to the second round of the playoffs? Raymond puts in the insurance marker and moves us on to the second round of the playoffs. Boquist gets a goal, but his 5 hits just aren't enough. Raymond and Zadina there getting a good night's performance. So a big first round victory from the boys in Ottawa. And now it's time to move on to the second round. A lot of those teams are going into game 6, so we're going to have to wait a couple of days here, rest up the boys and see who we're going to be facing off in the second round here. So this should put it home. So the Buffalo Sabres, oh boy, 63, 14, and 5 on the regular season, right? If we're going to do it, you might as well beat the best team in the league. But let's go take a look. I tried to actually look for some trades through these guys, but did they have an injury or two? I feel like they were better than this before, but I'm not sure. But either way, 90s across the first line, almost a full 90 second line, with the exception of Shorts there. But if you add in Sodom, not going to try, but if you move him up there, you got a really solid roster here. So I think they have an injury because Casey Middlestad's not here, unless he's just not playing. Middlestad's playing defense. So they definitely got some injuries. Darlene, ooh. That's a big loss for them. That is huge, right? Plus, we pull Middlestat off the center role here, so Jake Evans gets put in. I mean, they got a really solid squad, but they're kind of struggling here on the back end, right? 73 overall. Plus, you got a forward in there. Who do they have in net? Oh, Carter Hart. That's right. So obviously, they got a superstar filled roster. That's for sure, but. Hopefully we can take them out, especially with Darlene out of the lineup. We got a tough task, though. I mean, if we're going to do it, let's do it big, right? Versus the Buffalo Sabres, a 63-win team. Didn't mean to click that, but either way, 1-1 going into the second. Reinhardt gets a goal, and Zadina for us here. But let's start it at the second period now. 15-14 in shots. Buffalo back on the power play. 9 minutes left, though. Just kind of playing hockey, right? No big deal. Good feel-out first game here. We're keeping it close early. That's what we want. Now let's take over in this third period, right? We've been outshot before. Emerson gets a goal, though. 15 minutes left. Bring it to him, right? Get those goals in and put the puck past Hart. That's all you got to do. There it is. Wallander, finally. I feel like I haven't seen his name do well in a while. 3 minutes left, though. Let's get a late one here. There it is, Zadina. Let's go. 1 minute left. Yes, Letang. Yes, boys. 1-0. An absolute massive game one. We win the game 4-2. It looks like our AHL team moved on as well. But let's get into game number 2. We're still in Buffalo. As we'll head home for game 3 and 4. But Buffalo starting on the power play, and they get one. Saprikin, let's go with that. I think that's our third line centerman. Power play for us, though, something that hasn't been a strong suit, that's for sure. But it's only 1 goal so far. 3 minutes left in the first. Don't want to panic too early here, but obviously I'd like to get a goal here. Buffalo back on the power play, back on the score sheet. Olofsson gets one. Stone gets another. That's his, third or fourth of the playoffs so far. Cuts the lead in half here with 5 minutes left in the second. 1 minute left, nothing happened. All right, boys. It's 1 goal difference right here. 1 goal. That's all we need, boys. 1 goal. Who's going to put it for us in the back of the net? Looking at Larkin. Looking at Krebs. Haven't seen his name in a while, at least on the scorer's sheet. But who knows if he's getting any assists. 2 minutes left, though. Buffalo on the power play. Larkin gets one back late in the game. 1:36 left. Who's going to be the OT hero, though? Right? Buffalo gets it. Who is it? Olofsson. His second of the game. You know, we could put in late. Almost the game tire here. Forcing it to overtime. But Olofsson gets the goal in the end. Big 2-goal night for him. Stone continuing his run here. So, we do have a big injury, though. Hannafin out with a pulled groin. I can't tell what day it is, but we got to go call somebody up and fix the lines, and let's continue and head back to Detroit. So we suffered the overtime loss in Game 2, but we've been really strong at home this year as we head back for Game number 3. All tied up, now down to a best of 5. Let's start this one off strong, boys. Perfect. Right on cue. Raymond gets the goal, but however you pronounce that one, gets a goal past Reza, tying it up. Lizen, though, gets another one. Somewhat followed after the last one, though. Ekblad, though, from the back end, gets another one. Right, Hannafin out of the lineup for another about week or so he probably won't be back until later in this series. But a goal right off the start. Wow, within the first minute. Reinhardt gets one. We end up bringing up Vero, I think it was, and he goes down to the third line, letting it up to the first, and second line remains the same. So 5 minutes left. Can we get a late one here, boys? Looks like it's been all Buffalo here with at least this shot. So that's only the first period. That was the second period, excuse me. One more period here, boys. Let's keep it going, though. Power play for Buffalo. Nothing on that. Okay, let's turn up, boys, right? What is with the shots in the teens? Let's start shooting the dang puck. Get aggressive here and not let them score. But Lizen gets his second of the game, though, making it 4-2. Doesn't look likely in this one. 42 shots for Buffalo. So going into game number 4, we actually are making a small little line change. So we end up sending Arsene up to the first line, right? 8 points, 8 games. He's been performing super well so far, and Krebs just hasn't been. So we swapped him 1-for-1, and we also moved McIntyre down to the 4th line, Stone up to the 3rd. So hopefully something will change here because we're facing off against the best team in the NHL, and we got to have all players firing on all cylinders. Arsene definitely is, and he's definitely earned that spot on that first line. Norris, though, from the 3rd line, gets one past Hart, and I think we have a power play in there as well. Mann gets one from the back end, but Eichel gets one back, though. 5 minutes left in the first. If this fly keeps flying around my head, it's not going to be in this world much longer. But let's continue on, though. We get one early. Norris. Ekblad. Keep going, boys. Barron gets one, right? 5 goals. Oh, boy. Where'd this come from? Right? Barron gets a new line mate. Ekblad has a new line mate. Norris has a new line mate. Obviously, Norris again. And then Mann back there. Oh, boy. Reinhardt gets one back, though. Down to 3-goal lead here. We're heading into the 3rd period, I believe. Let's hold it strong, boys. Right? 3-goal lead here. We had the shots. We got the play. Vero, making his NHL playoff debut, I believe, gets one on the board, though. 4-goal lead for our team. Back on the power play. Gets one. Fortunately not. 2 minutes left, though. Looks like we're going to wrap this one up, but Wright gets one past Chelios. Looks like they put in their backup after that was that 5th goal. But let's save some of these goals for the next game, right? 7-goal performance from the boys. Norris had a huge night. As we look ahead, it looks like we already know who we're going to be facing off in the next round. But we got to stay focused as we head into a massive and momentum-changing Game 5, right? We're both 1-1. We're 1-1 at home. We're 1-1 away so far. So this is a massive Game 5 as we have 2 away games left if we go the distance. So we're hoping to win this one and then bring it home at home. Krebs gets one on the board, though. Glad to see his name, right? A player that, you know, we think very highly of, but just wasn't really performing too great, right? Only like 1 or 2 points within the first 10 or 8 games it was. Arsene was just frying, so we swapped him, but Krebs make it a point to try to get back on that first line, regain his spot there, but Barron gets one past Hart, up 2-0 here. What's going to happen? Power play, 10 minutes left in the second. Keep it going. Another power play. Just not scoring on the power plays. I don't think we've scored a power play goal yet. Maybe we have, but we got to keep it going, right? We got to improve on that power play. We got to get one pass there on the man advantage. Sabrikin gets one, cuts the lead. Cousins ties it. 14 minutes left. Come on, boys. Let's get one now. That way we don't have to get one later. There it is. McIntyre from that fourth line on the power play. 5 minutes left. 4 minutes left. 3, 2, 1. Can we hold on there? We can, right? We're going home with a 3-2 lead against the best team in the NHL. We got some big news heading into Game 6 with the series on the line. Our top line defenseman, Noah Hanifin, is back. He's back in his spot, like I said, for this huge Game 6 series on the line, right? Everything to play for here in Game 6. We're in the second round. Can we make it to the third power play, long power play for that matter? McIntyre on the power play. Have I said that before? I think I have. Arsene on the power play as well. Cousins, though, as he did last game, cuts it down, but Barron brings it back up. End of the first, up 3-1, boys. Let's keep this rolling. I'd like at least one more goal on the board. Not for your team, Buffalo. Garland, then Rassinen gets one. Tie game. Cousins, though, brings it back. Buffalo now up 1. Cousins brings it back again. Cousins makes it 2-goal lead. 2 minutes left in the second, though, boys. We've had huge games in the third period, you know, this season. Let's do it one more time. 14 minutes left. Let's bring one home sooner rather than later, so that way I don't have to have like a heart attack over here. Hartman, though, gets one from, I think, their fourth line, putting it up 3-goal lead, 4-goal lead. I feel like that's where the dagger got put in there. 7-3, boys, right? We had a good first period. Had a great first period. But look who's back. Rasmus Dahlin with a 3-assist night. Well, let's set the stage, right? We're in the second round. Warren, calm yourself down there. Game 7. Series on the line for both teams. We're in the KeyBank Center in Buffalo, New York, right, boys? We've been working all year for this, right? We've made the trades. We've made the signings. We went through the draft. We went through the hardship, right? We beat some of the best teams in the league. But now's the time to beat the Buffalo Sabres, right? Screw the regular season record. It all matters about right now. 1 game left against these losers, and we hope to move on to the third round. But Eichel and Moberg on the power play, not what we want to see. 2 early goals, but Barron brings it back. 3 minutes left in the first. I'd love a late one, getting it even. Nope, doesn't happen. But let's get an early one here in the second. McIntyre on the power play. I'm feeling that one. 15 minutes left, though. Buffalo back on the power play, back on the score sheet. 4-1 now. Garland and Middlestat get a goal apiece. 3 power play goals so far for Buffalo. Let's get a late one here. That'd be huge, but we don't. Come on, boys, right? All to play for. This is your season. Saprikin gets... Okay, well... Are we done? Can we... Okay, well... Let's just be done with this one, huh? Saprikin, I think, with a hat trick. Was there? I think. Oh, they even put another one there. Well, I guess there's a reason why they're the best team in the league. So, I think Saprikin with... No, did he only get 2? He only got 2. 3 power play goals, though. 4 power play goals. Well, that sucks. Gonna be honest there, right? We were looking really good, right? I mean, we went back and forth with the best team in the league. We beat Ottawa, right? They won the first game. We won the next 4, right? We have like, what was that, 5 days off. We go into Buffalo. We win the first game. Second game was close. You know, third game, they pull away with a few goals. Fourth game, though, we pull away with a 5-goal lead. Then we win the next game, right? Putting the series on the brink. And then they just turned up, right? I mean, 16 goals in the last 2 games. I mean, not much you can really do against that, right? But, right, if you look towards, you know, the positive side of this, we had a really good showing this year, right? 48 or something wins on the year, something like that. So, a big performance out of the boys, right? Now we just got to continue this through the offseason, right? Maintain our team. Don't do anything crazy. And then continue on with next year. I know we do have some contracts we do have to look out for, but that will be in next episode. If you look down here, we got a lot of big-name players that, you know, a lot of them probably want some big contracts. So, got to be careful. We got to be cautious, but we also have to be smart. And we also want to go for it all again next year. So, we're going to have to try to figure out what our team's going to look like heading into the next year, the next regular season. But hopefully we can continue on with these boys because these guys definitely made it possible. Definitely we're looking a lot better and definitely looked like the right team going forward. So let's take a quick look at the stats from the playoffs. Our scene performed great, right? He made a case for that first line, and he definitely showed it throughout the playoffs after that swap with Krebs. But Larkin showed up, Zadina showed up, Barron, Raymond, even McIntyre had three power play goals. I feel like we said that a lot, at least in the Buffalo series. Stone from that fourth line did really well. Wright underperformed a little bit, more than we'd like to. Krebs, you know, not horrible, but still, you know, second worst on our team. You know, for a guy that was on our first line, it's tough to see. It really is. But Hannafin got injured, right? We made do with what we had. Lennon came up and played really well at the end of the year. Vero put a couple points in there as well. Wallander, man, you're such a tough player to figure out. Like, you really are, and I can't stand it. Right? Sometimes he's really good. Sometimes he's really bad. Sometimes he doesn't show up. Sometimes he does. But maybe that's a spot we try to upgrade going into this offseason. Not exactly sure, but Reza, you did what you could. I have definitely want you back, obviously, but you know, a tough showing the last couple of games there. But let's continue on here. Watch the rest of this playoff run from the rest of the league, right? I know we eventually get knocked out by the Buffalo Sabres. So we got some results to share with you. Stanley Cup champion, the Buffalo Sabres. So we end up losing against a team that won it all. But down there on the bottom, that super promising Calder Cup champs, the Grand Rapids Griffins. So great to see from our farm team down there in Grand Rapids. But we have a couple more things to do before we wrap this one up. After getting the draft lottery results, we end up getting first round pick number 23 3, and there's not really much back there in the draft that I'm interested in. So a potential trade might come in along with some pending UFAs that we're not going to be able to re-sign just because they want too much. We're going to try to keep the guys that we want once it comes time for that. But, of course, we'll be looking through this offseason to improve our team through and through. But that's going to be it for today's video. A heartbreaking loss in the second round of the playoffs. But either way, we'll try again next year. But I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure to hit that like button down below if you haven't yet. Or if you're brand new here, make sure to subscribe, turn those post notifications on so you never miss an upload. And don't forget, you can always change your mind later. But with all that being said, guys, we'll see you in the next one.